to each and every one of you. This is Diana Price, and thank you for tuning in today to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. We've been just sitting here jamming and having a real good time. I have the pleasure of having a wonderful friend with me, and I'm going to tell you about her in just a moment. But every week, we want you to continue to tune in because we love your support. We really do. Tune in every Tuesday at 12 noon on rmconair.com, where you are going to see the who's who in our seat. And the seat is an acronym for speakers, executives, entrepreneurs, authors, and thought leaders. And if you're one of those, and if you want to be on the show, be sure you get in touch with us. You can call us at 866-631-7500. So let me just call your attention to the post that we made about what we're talking about today, how to communicate with your body. How do you communicate with your body? You know, it's getting close to the holidays, and I know me for one, I've been really enjoying my food. And it goes sometimes right to my waistline, and I do not like to see it there. So we're going to be talking to a transformational coach. Her name is Orion Talmay. She is one of my wonderful good friends. We go shopping together. We do so many fun things together. And she helps coach me through when I eat the wrong thing. And she's even helped me, well, I'll tell you about Hebrew later. So let me welcome Orion, and let me first tell you a little bit about my friend and this amazing, beautiful, talented, smart young woman. Orion, O-R-I-O-N, Talmay, T-A-L-M-A-Y, is a transformational coach. She's an author, she's a speaker, and she helps people transform their bodies. She helps people communicate with their bodies and, of course, their lives. She's a graduate of the American Academy of Personal Training, and she's an AAFA and an AAPT and a KBA certified. Now, she's going to tell you what all that means because I don't know what it means. Orion is the founder of Orion's Method. I can't wait for you to hear all about that. It's a complete mind and body system that integrates the most effective techniques for optimal fitness, for nutrition and mindset, so you can live the life you deserve and in a body that you love. Oh my God. I love that. I love that. It just makes me tingle inside. You know, I can go on and on and on about Orion, but right now we're going to give Orion a huge hand, and we're going to welcome Orion Talmay to the show. Yay!
So happy to be here.
Did you clap, 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 clap? Yay! Welcome to the show, Orion.
Thank
it's such
you.
a pleasure to have you here.
I am so honored to be here. I love you. You're amazing.
Yeah.
You're such an amazing, bubbly, spiritual, happy, giving and loving person.
Thank you,
I really
Orion.
appreciate you.
Thank you so much. But it's all about you today, so don't flip the script on me. But so, you know, first of all, I didn't read all this amazing bio, this awesome stuff. You know, you're a blogger for the Huffington Post. You are also working with intent.com. Tell us a little bit more about some things that I left out. Like Huffington Post, that's pretty cool. What do you do for them?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, I have a column there. I talk about fitness and mindset.
Got it.
That's my whole method. It's all about wellness. It's all about integrating, taking care of your body and taking care of your mind on your soul level and on the spiritual level.
Yeah. So we can. Oh, great! I'm going to be looking for your Huffington Post post. That's for sure. And I actually went over to the site intent.com. What do you do there?
I contribute. I do blog posts. I talk about stuff like positive affirmations, how to talk to yourself, how to communicate with your body.
You know, that is so important because what we think, regardless of if it's negative or positive, it becomes us. It becomes how we operate. So, you know, those quotes, those positive, that stuff it really works for me. I used to thought, oh yeah, I'm more about this little positive, boring blog, you know, but it really has worked for me. So, you know, I can appreciate that. And when I was reading your work on intent.com, I was going, yeah, this is pretty cool. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And tell us about the fitness / transformational part. How did you get into being fitness and transformational coach? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I had to transform myself in order to know how to transform others. I had to go through actually excruciating pain in my life.
Really?
And go on that journey of getting out of that and taking care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can relate to other people on a deeper level.
So you had to transform yourself.
Yeah.
From what to what?
Yeah. So I was in a relationship that was very, very bad, like very abusive, and I left it depressed, kind of like on the floor, you know.
Oh no.
Like I was a shadow of myself, and I had to learn how to pick myself up. So what I did is I started going to the gym a lot, and through training my body, through weight training, I gained my physical strength, and then I took martial arts. I did Aikido and MMA and Krav Maga.
Wow.
And I did everything I could to feel like no more, not again. Nobody can ever hurt me. I'm gonna build this like strong suit of muscles, and nobody can hurt me again. And that really served me at the time. So beside the physical work, I also did a lot of mental work, where every day I went and I listened to people like Dr. Wayne Dyer or Louise Hayes or Les Brown or Dr. DeMartini. And every day I learned something positive that will lift my spirit and keep my vibration higher and higher. Because I knew in my heart that I have a light inside, and I'm not gonna let it die. So I did everything that I could, mentally and physical, to get myself out of that state. And so I became a trainer, and I found out that actually the physical changes did affect the mental changes with my clients, but also a lot with the conversations I had with them. Like people come to change their body, but there are deeper issues that needs to be taken care of.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
It has to start with your mental toughness.
Yeah, but there was a research that actually, I forgot where it was exactly, but they took a group of people and they put one group under psychotropic medications.
Oh yeah.
And the other group just had exercise.
Oh.
And after 3 months, they had the same results.
You're kidding.
As far as
so it was one group that had psychotherapy.
Yeah, psychotropic drugs.
They had drugs.
Yes.
Okay. And one group that just exercised.
Just exercise.
And so the study showed that exercise, what?
Showed the same results.
And same results.
Yeah, without the side effects.
Without the side effects.
Yeah.
How very cool is that?
Yeah.
How very cool is that?
Cool.
That is awesome. So that means that we got to exercise more.
We gotta move our bodies. Yeah, it's so important. We gotta keep conditioning ourselves every day.
Oh yeah. So we have to move our body. What's that song that has "Move Your Body"? I forget the name of the song. I don't know, but I love it. So that's how you started.
That's how I started. Yes.
That's how you started and ended up in fitness.
Yeah.
Because you had a relationship that was awful.
That was awful. Yeah.
And did you have to lose weight? Did you gain weight?
I definitely.
The transformation was mine with the relationship, but what about?
Yeah, I definitely lost. For me, it wasn't like going from extremely overweight to extremely skinny.
Oh yeah.
But I was overweight, and I got a better body, stronger body, more flexible.
I can't
everything.
imagine that you're overweight, Ryan. I just can't imagine that you were overweight. You look awesome.
Thank you.
If you guys could see this woman, you would. I mean, just her whole physique. You know, she's just beautiful. She's a beautiful specimen. So and she works on it. You know, one time Ryan and I were out for lunch and we were shopping and she told me, and I didn't know this, that she was doing Sheila.
Oh, Sheila
an
Kelly,
excerpt-
S Factor.
The S Factor. And I'm going, oh, I know about that. So that's
Ooh,
one of the
yeah.
ways that you transform your body.
Yeah, that's one of the ways.
Yes.
But that goes on a deeper level. For anybody who doesn't know Sheila Kelly is the person that brought pole dancing into
Yes.
mainstream.
Yes.
She was.
That's that woo, great
Yeah.
stuff that we do.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's just like a goddess, beautiful human being.
Yeah.
And also a really smart woman, very loving, very caring. So let me go back
Okay.
to my journey. So,
Let's go back to your journey.
Yeah, and then I can relate it to Sheila Kelly and how I got there.
Yeah. Okay. Because that was what I
Like,
was.
what? Pole
chewing- I know.
dancing?
I know.
What?
What is pole dancing?
To do with all this spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was in that relationship and I got very much in my masculinity. Like I'm super tough, nobody can hurt me. I
Yeah.
was like, even when I was like dating guys, I was like a dude, feminine exterior, but I was very tough.
I see. That
And
because it
so-
had really created that core in you that you're going, okay.
Yeah, it's like
not
nobody.
gonna
I'm not
faze
gonna
me.
let anybody in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be. There was a big trust issue there with men for me. So I went to Date with Destiny from Tony Robbins.
Oh, I remember you told me about that.
Yes.
A Date with Destiny.
Yes, and Tony talked about polarity and feminine and masculine, and how in a relationship that you must have polarity. Like if you're a woman that is feminine in her core,
Yes.
then it's really important that you have a man that owns his masculinity, because the more masculine the woman gets, the more feminine the man gets.
Ah.
It's very interesting.
You know, I completely get that.
Yes.
I completely get that.
Yeah.
That is something, oh my God. When you just said that, a light bulb went on like, because I can relate to being very, very set and really being myself, but not letting anybody in, which can be a masculine quality.
Right?
And then when you're that masculine, the guy seems to not take on those masculine qualities, but take on the feminine qualities.
That's so true. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if it's a straight or gay relationship. There's always need to be a polarity.
Mm-hmm.
One who has more of the masculine traits and the one that
Yeah.
has more of the feminine.
Cool.
So that day, on the relationship day, I was completely stirred.
Mm-hmm.
I was very emotional.
Oh, with the Date with Destiny.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I knew that I had to, like, I need to be a different version of myself. And I had to give up something. So I had to give up that really, like, strong masculine, nobody can get in
That
part
image
of me.
that you-
That tomboy, tough trainer. And so I went that night. I went and I sat on in a waterfall near the retreat. It was 1 a.m. Nobody was there, and I was singing to the stars. And then I started crying and laughing and crying.
Did you?
And then I sat and I wrote my relationship vision, and I was at peace. And 48 hours later, I met the man of my dream at 1 a.m. exactly. He's here. He's outside.
I was going like that because it was like, Stefan, he's here. Yes, Stefan. That's outside. He's right there. You should see him. He's awesome. Maybe he'll sneak
amazing.
in later and say,
Yeah. So my whole journey was since then was I had to like connect more to my femininity, and one of the biggest gurus of being feminine woman and loving yourself and cherishing your
Yeah.
body and
there
expressing
you go.
yourself.
Here we come to Sheila.
Sheila Kelly.
Sheila Kelly.
Yeah, so I started taking classes at Sheila Kelly
Mm-hmm.
S Factor, and that helped me tremendously to release the emotions and express myself. And the way we practice it there,
Mm-hmm.
it's we don't have mirrors, so the women's are the mirrors for each other, and
That's
they're very loving and
awesome.
supporting,
That is-
and they dim the lights, so it's a very like safe,
I love that.
beautiful place.
You need
So
to
that's like, and my method, because my whole method is through my journey with fitness, my journey with nutrition, my journey with like lifting myself up,
Yes.
and now like since I, my audience are more women, I also talk about that internal part of embracing the dark and the light, and feminine and masculine. And what I learned also is that I don't have to give up anything.
There you go.
There we go.
I love it. Now we're talking.
You're not one or the other. You're both. And there are certain times of the day where you have to be different things.
Yep.
Like
Feminine sometimes. Is that what you mean? You're not one or the other?
you're not one. You're like the yin yang. You're both. It's a dance. I just learned how to dance better between the feminine and the masculine.
I love it.
I love dancing.
I love it. Well, we're going to have to take a dance break, you know. We're going to just have to take a quick break. We're having fun talking about how to communicate with your body and what it all means. So we'll be right back with Orion Talmay. This is Diana, and you're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio right here on rmconair.com. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Ron Eccles, and I've got to tell you about a very good friend of mine, Diana Price. I met Diana a few years ago at a couple of events. We've seen each other now on and off throughout the last couple of years, and I've got to tell you what a fantastic individual she is and what a dynamic coach. She's an incredible speaker. Her presence lights up the room as she walks in, so you have got to make time in your schedule right now to contact Diana and make sure you hire her to be your coach or to be a speaker at one of your events.
Okay, welcome back. We're here with Orion Talmay. We're just having a lunchtime conversation. No calories today, but a lot of great content and good stuff that you can use in your business and in your personal life. So welcome back, Orion. Yay!
Yay!
That's why I like this girl. She's spicy. She's sizzling. And I love people with that kind of spirit and energy. You know, that inspires other people to be that way too. So, good job, Mr. Ryan.
High five.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just wanted to make sure I got all of your stuff. We talked about your how you got into Sheila Kelly transforming. Now, I've got these notes because I do not want you guys to miss anything of this. Now, you helped one of your clients go from a size 10 to a size 4.
Yeah.
That's not easy. It's not easy.
No.
That's a bunch of sizes. So what'd you do? How'd you do that?
Well, when I first met Nancy, she was she came after a breakup. She was very guarded, and she felt not owning herself, not owning her body. You know, it's tough. I mean, we go through a lot.
Well, when you feel like you've gained a few pounds, and even if no one else notices it,
Yeah.
to me, I go like psychological. It's like, I just don't like what I look like now.
Yeah. So the way I work with my clients is, first of all, it's not about I'm going to lose the weight and then I'm going to feel better.
Right.
No way. No.
You have to start feeling better first.
Yeah, you have
About
to
yourself.
start loving yourself
Loving yourself.
first. One of the exercises that I have people do, which is something that I did, I got it from Louise Hay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mirror exercise.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I was not feeling very good, I had to go to the mirror and look at myself and say, I love you. When something good happened, you go to the mirror and you say, I love you.
Oh, let's do that right now. I love you.
I love you. I love you.
That's unusual to do. You have to learn how to do that because
I have to
it's
learn.
not a natural feeling. It's not a natural saying to say I love you to yourself.
Yeah. And at that point in my life, when I say I love you, the girl in the mirror started crying. I couldn't look at myself in the eyes and say I love you.
I see.
It took practice.
That's what I agree with that. I can see that would not be natural.
Yeah.
So you started crying.
So Louise says when something good happened, go to the mirror and say I love you.
Oh, I like that.
When something bad happened, go to the mirror and say I love you no matter what. Unconditional love. And it starts with unconditional love. And it starts with even like touching those parts of your body that you don't really like and just like embracing it and coming into a place of gratitude for that body you have, for all the good things you have in your life, and start like just really like touching yourself.
Yeah.
Like the way you want a lover to touch you. Embrace yourself the way you want others to embrace you. Because if you can't do it to yourself, it's going to be really hard to tell others and communicate to others how they can love you. The more you love yourself,
Yes.
the easier it is for you
To tell someone else how to love you.
yeah.
Or to treat you.
Or even
How to be.
it can also just be in your vibration.
Yeah. I love that. Orion.
Yeah.
So did she keep the weight off? Did this gal keep the weight
Yeah,
off?
yeah. I saw her in New York.
Really?
A couple of years later, she's still super hot. She called me when she first went from a size 10 to a size 4. She went to the. She called me from the dressing room, and she was like, "Oh my God, I'm wearing a size 4."
I'm in a size 4.
And then I got a few more phone calls, surprising phone calls that made me really happy.
From her.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very nice, yes.
Very cool.
Yeah, and so she worked on her mental, and then like of course it's a lot of diet.
Yeah.
You gotta be disciplined.
Yeah.
You gotta eat the right things.
How do you, and then let's talk about that. You have to transform yourself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to talk about me for a minute, okay? I don't have that much to lose,
Yeah.
but when you put on 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds, it's like, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
And other people go like, oh, well, I don't see it that much, but I look at my face, I'm going, oh, it looks like it's a little.
That's what you do.
That's what I do. Because, you know, and then how do you get rid of that, like, less than 10 pounds? You have to be very positive with yourself.
Right. One of the things that you can do is see yourself in the future. Well, first, of course, you say, I love you no matter
Yes.
what. Yeah, I gained 5 pounds, and I love myself no matter what. And you
Okay.
just give yourself a lot of, like, positive affirmations and self-love. And you're beautiful, and you look at your beautiful parts.
Okay.
And
I
you
like
change
that.
and you change your state by changing what you focus on, changing your physiology, and changing your language. And that's something that Tony Robbins talks a lot about. So changing your physiology. That means if you're in a lower state where you don't like your body,
Yeah.
put on a beautiful song and dance.
Oh, you know how much I love
and
dance.
Yeah, and dance and kind of like, it's gonna increase the serotonin
Yeah.
in your brain.
Yeah.
And we all adapt certain posture and connect it to certain feelings. If I feel depressed, my head is going to be down. And even if I don't feel depressed and my head's going to be down long enough, I'm going to start feeling a little
Yeah.
low.
Yes.
So first of all, you change your physiology, change your posture, move around, dance, and tell yourself, I am gorgeous no matter what. Look at those buns. I'm hot.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
I'm hot.
I'm
Ryan
hot.
said it. I'm hot.
Hottie. And then you change your language. So this is how you change your language. It's not only what you say to yourself, it's what you say to other people.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. We have you heard of the reptilian brain, the lizard brain?
Tell me about that.
That's the ancient part of our brain. And its function is fight or flight.
Yes.
Means, yes, and it's got another function that not too many people talk about, and that's it's got to be right. So if you keep telling your lizard brain, I am fat, I am fat, I am ugly, I don't look good enough, oh my
You will
God.
be fat. You will be ugly.
And when the opportunity comes for you to change that, your lizard brain, knowing so well that you're fat, will tell you, you're not gonna go on, you're not gonna have this like juice, or you're not gonna go with that coach because you're fat, and nothing can change because you already convinced your lizard brain that you're fat.
Mm-hmm.
So you start convincing it.
Often do we do that
Yeah.
to ourselves?
And that goes back to affirming, I'm getting better and
Yeah.
better every day.
Every day. You talk about that here. You're a big proponent of positive affirmations.
Mhm.
You know, what kind of affirmations can you share with us today that we can kind of just take and nurture and call our own? So
Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better.
every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better.
Yes.
I like that.
I am a beautiful goddess.
I am a beautiful goddess.
And if you're a man that's listening, and my apologies that it seems like I'm talking more to the ladies, just say I'm an incredible stud. Women loves me. Women are attracted to me.
There you go.
Everywhere I go.
Hey, maybe we'll have the sound engineer say that for us.
Yeah.
He's a male.
Do you want to say it? Go on, say it.
Put it on yourself. I
Yeah.
am an incredible.
Say it, say it.
Come on.
I am a stud.
Did you hear that, guys? He said, yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta have clapping, yeah.
And he actually is a stud.
Yeah, he actually is a
handsome-
stud.
A handsome young man.
Yes, he is. I can vouch for that. He's a great kid. I mean, guy. We say that. Sorry. So you were telling me even before we started. First of all, I love these affirmations. I'm gonna get more from her, but I can do that because I'm here. You guys have to call her and find out how she does it.
Yes.
But you have been traveling the world. You're a world traveler, and that's one of the things I love about you because I started my career traveling all over the world.
Yeah.
So where have you been lately? Are you instructing? You're coaching internationally? Are you where you from? And what takes you around the world?
Well, I really love to learn. I'm a learner, and I like to learn from the best in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I follow the thought leaders. I follow the top guns, and I'll go to seminars and I learn because the more I know, the more I'm transformed.
That's right.
The better I can help somebody else.
That's right.
Who maybe does not have the resources to go and do all that travel and all that and gain all that knowledge.
Right.
So I've been in the last couple of months. I've been to Israel to visit my family, and that was beautiful. Yay! It was awesome. And then I went to first I went to New York and I had a speaking engagement, and then I went to Israel, and then I came back to LA, and then I went to Jamaica to Sheila's retreat.
Jamaica man.
Yeah. I came back. I had a speaking engagement in Connecticut and a women's conference, and then I went to Mexico to another seminar.
So we met at one of the learning seminars, one of the workshops. So she's right. If you are not continuing to advance your knowledge and develop yourself and
continue to
always,
surround yourself. Yeah, sorry.
And surround yourself. Go right ahead.
Yeah, with people like Diana. Yes. Surround yourself with good people
that can help you and to elevate you
and that's true for weight loss as well.
Yes.
Because if you hang out with people who eat poorly and go out and to the new McDonald's and just keep eating bad, unhealthy stuff, you will be sucked in. You will be influenced. It's like going.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like going to a pharmacy to a perfume shop. You will leave with a little bit of perfume on you. So if you want to elevate your life, whether it's changing your weight loss, or I don't like weight loss, it's more like releasing weight.
Yeah,
weight
because
release.
you can go find it again if you lose it.
Yeah, you release it. You release the weight.
You release it. Let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
So whether if it's releasing weight or improving your business, you want to surround yourself with people that are better than you. We have a saying in Hebrew. It says, "You better be the not." It's better not to be the head to the fox, but the tail to the lion.
Oh, I like that.
So you always want to surround yourself with people that are better than you and will lift you up. And if your whole family is overweight, I'm not saying don't hang out with your family, but hang out with more people
that are not overweight,
right. And will take you to the gym.
Correct.
Or will take you to a nice juice bar.
Right. And that won't eat fried food or crap.
Or too much alcohol.
Or too much alcohol or drink too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, at the end of the day, you are who you hang around with.
Yes.
If you have 5 people that you hang around with, look at the circles. Take a look at them.
Yeah.
You're a reflection of each one of those people. And you're probably a reflection of how much money they have in their...
Yeah. Also their bank accounts, for sure.
You're a complete reflection of their bank account.
Yeah.
So we're having just way too much fun, Orion. I love this, but we are going to take a quick station break, and we'll be right back talking to the amazing, the transformational fitness guru, Orion Talmay. You're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio, and we will be right back. Stay with us.
So my name is Allie Merrick, and I'm a wine personality, a wine translator. I provide a platform for brands and for wineries to go ahead and have their voice heard. What was really cool today is I spent some really special, amazing time on air with Diana. And in that, she gave me a platform. Generally, I'm always giving the platform to someone else. It was nice to be able to have a chance to have my voice heard today. And it was a really, really special time. A way that I could really feel confident and impactful with what I was saying, and to be reminded I had value in my voice. And so she really has a gift in doing that, and helping people understand and realize that, and giving them a platform to do so. So if you're looking for someone who has an amazing voice of her own, but will help you amplify your own, she's a good person to talk to. So Diana Price, if you're looking for leadership consulting, packaging up your message, your product, she's the go-to girl, in my opinion.
Hi, this is Diana Price. Welcome back. And I'm going to kill my sound engineer. He didn't tell me I was back. He said, I'm like, hi. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to kill him.
Kill him with love.
Yeah, kill him with, that's how I'm going to kill him. Kill him with love, that's for sure. So, Orion, you were telling me about a date with destiny. That was Tony Robbins and all that good stuff. So, he preaches all this great stuff about it's important with your mindset, and you have this mindset. You just have a gift to help people just change and really get into their mindset. So share an example with us about when you're feeling upset, how you change your state. What can you do to really employ some of the strategies that you teach?
So that goes back to what I started talking about before. There are 3 ways, if you can imagine a triangle, to change your state.
Triangle.
Triangle.
Is that triangle?
Kinda.
Kinda.
You change.
Okay, so change your state.
Yeah. So you change your focus, you change your language, and you change your physiology.
Focus, language,
physiology.
and your physiology. We're having too much fun. So that's the triangle. So talk about each point.
Okay, so we talked about language and how what you say to yourself and to others can affect your your life. So when you do positive affirmation, it's not, you can't say like, I feel great, I feel awesome, life is just incredible.
You really are not convincing me.
You're not convincing yourself as well. So when you say it, you go into some kind of a dream state where you can go either into gratitude, where just like, and you can just like do it with me, the listeners.
Okay, I'll do it with you too.
Yeah. If you're driving, don't close your eyes.
Don't close your eyes if you're driving, please.
If you're able to close your eyes and take a deep breath and just think about a few things you're grateful for. Think about the people you love, people that smiled at you today, somebody that told you something nice in the last week, some nice thing that happened to you. Grateful for the fact that your body is working, grateful for the fact that you can breathe, grateful for, being outside and looking at a beautiful flower or a tree, happy for sunlight, or if you're in a cold weather, happy for the wind or how nice the cold feels. And
go to sleep.
Yeah, I don't want you to go to sleep, but
it feels so good. It feels so awesome.
Yeah, it's just like I'm so grateful to be here today with
Yes.
you. Like this is a beautiful moment for me.
Yes, it is.
Amazing.
It's a beautiful moment.
I'm grateful for my partner that sits outside. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful so much to be grateful.
Oh.
And just by taking
You
a
hit
deep
all of
breath.
those heads. You hit all those things on the head.
Yeah. So just getting into a state of gratitude.
Love that deep breath. You can see we could go on and on like this. Not only is she amazing, but she's just so good at what she does. She's so good at it.
Thank you. So what you can do is you get into a state of gratitude and then you go into your affirmation. After you say
Okay.
that, you say every day I'm getting better and better. You already feel better.
You already feel better.
Yeah. Another way to do it is to visualize your future. Just see yourself in the future
Oh, yeah.
in like your ideal self in like 4 years from now, 3 years from now, a year from now. And you visualize that and you kind of like feel those feelings that you're gonna feel, you know, when you're at your best, when you're having everything when you have everything you
Yeah.
want, how do you feel?
How do you feel? Wow.
And you bring those,
You feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like,
yeah, and you bring those feelings to the present moment.
Yeah.
And then you say your affirmation.
this is what I call, part of what you're saying is what I call the law of sizzle. It's the law of sizzle.
Oh, yo.
Oh, yeah, it is. But you continue.
I like the law of sizzle.
I like the law of sizzle,
I'm gonna
too.
adopt it. It's nice.
So, that was the
the language
part of the triangle.
And
then
now
the focus part.
the focus part,
of
I
the
talked
triangle,
a little bit about the focus part.
Yes.
Is going into the future.
Going into the future.
And like what you're focusing on. Are you focusing on the good? Are you focusing on what's working for you?
Yeah.
Or are you focusing on what's not working for you?
Uh-huh.
Because whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. That's what Henry
Yeah.
Ford said.
Yeah.
So, and you will find evidence for everything you think about. If you think somebody is really a horrible person, you will find so many evidence to back it up. And if you think somebody is really good and you're in love, you will not see none of the negative. You will see just the positive. So your focus, your thought is very, very powerful. Like we said,
Yes, it
thought
is.
become things. And one of the things that you can sharpen your focus is by doing a vision board. Just take a board, a whiteboard, and put some pictures of your dream future. Pictures of money, pictures of relationships, pictures of a super hot model that you want to look like. And that will
It brings me back to my old days when I used to dance. Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah, keep saying what? Tell me.
No. It's all about you today.
No, but I
Ryan.
wanna know.
We are not flipping the script.
I want to know more about her dance.
I'll tell you.
I saw some beautiful pictures of you dancing.
Did you really? I was
Yeah.
only,
You were a rock star.
you didn't know that.
No.
Okay. All
Incredible.
right. Back to Orion.
Back to me. Or to you.
It's all about Orion today. Okay, you were telling me about the vision board.
Yeah,
and putting all the money on there and what you want.
So
and
I had a vision board. I have an old vision board, and what's really surprising is that a lot of things that were on my vision board actually came true.
come true.
Like their relationship,
Ooh.
like some other private things that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
a lot of things came to life.
Well, you know, I had a vision board once, and I put. I'm not going to call it a vision board because at the time it was a checklist. It was a checklist of some of the things I really wanted,
That's good. Too.
and this just happened to be in a relationship. Okay, I had all these things that I wanted in a relationship, and I said, And I must say, a lot of them were pretty clear. They weren't. Like super crazy things like, but they were things that I thought were core value kind of things. And when you deviate, I got to tell you, because I deviated a couple things on my checklist. I deviated. I said, don't need that. When you deviate from your core values and from your gut and what you feel, that is so important to
That's
your
so
core.
true.
You get burned every time. at least I did. I got burned when I deviated from my core values.
From your standards.
From my standards, for the things that I just knew, this is not an exception. This cannot be taken out of my checklist.
And it's so important to know yourself the way you know yourself.
It really is. It really is.
The more you know yourself, the more you know what you want.
Correct.
And everything you go through in your life.
That's right.
The dark parts, are also gifts.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like a gift with a bow on the bottom, where you reveal it a few years later when you look back at your life and you say, if I did not have that traumatic experience, I would not have been sitting here today speaking to you, and maybe something that I said today can help even like one person, and that's like my mission. That's like my life's purpose fulfilled.
There you go. Mm-hmm. You are hitting so many. That's one reason, ladies and gentlemen, this lady is so important to me, and we've really hit it off because there's so many things in your life that have to be your purpose, and you have to understand what your life's purpose is all about. And as you get older, as you mature, a lot of times it becomes more clear to you. Yeah. But sometimes we get older, more mature, we figure out ways that we can justify why we don't want to do this or why we don't want, and so it goes both ways. So that's why it's important. What Orion is saying is how you really focus on that triangle, how you communicate in every possible way. So she talked about the focus on the future. You talked about the language. And what's the other part of the triangle?
Physiology.
Physiology.
I know it's going to forget it because we sang it.
Yeah, we've been.
So our life is all about course correction.
Course correction.
97% of the time we're off course.
Oh,
and it's all good. In business, in weight loss, we make mistakes. We go back.
That's right.
And it's all good.
So life is about course correction.
Yeah, we never fail because every failure is just a course correction.
That's right.
So never look at yourself as failure. It's like Thomas Edison. He says, they asked him, so you failed 1,000 times. It's like, no, I didn't. I just found another 1,000 ways to not invent the light bulb, example, or electricity. Physiology. This is how you change your physiology. A, by changing your posture, going, dancing. We talked about that. Moving. If ladies are listening, then just really moving your hips, your base chakra. It's really important. Shaking it. It's actually good for men too. Yeah. Just to release, because we get really tight in that area with everything.
Well, you know what, Orion?
Yes.
We gotta take a break, but when we come back, I want you to share. I want you to demonstrate. I want Orion to demonstrate. Would you guys like her to demonstrate the physiology part? She's so good. So maybe she can show me how to do it too.
Absolutely.
So why don't you demonstrate when we come back from break? Okay?
Sure.
We'll be right back. Stay with us. You are watching Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
Diabetic, need some energy? Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Need to quench your thirst? Try Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, the only energy drink named suitable for diabetics by the American Diabetic Association. And it's now available with no calories, no carbs, no sugar, and no fat, and a smooth, natural blend of energy, vitamins, and minerals. Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink is the healthiest, best-tasting energy drink around. For more information and online ordering with free shipping, please visit hiphopbev.com. Remember, Pitbull Sugar-Free Energy Drink, suitable for diabetics, great for everyone.
Welcome back. This is Diana Price, and you're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to Pitbull, my sponsor, my absolute
favorite energy drink is just sitting right there. The blueberry pomegranate. That's my favorite. Blueberry pomegranate. Yay, Chris, that's it. Every time I want it, it's gone. I was telling Orion about it, and Ryan said, that looks pretty good. I want to try that. So that's my favorite. Thank you, Pitbull. We really appreciate your sponsorship. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pitbull. And so here's my girl. Here's Orion. And can you see what I was telling you about? How awesome she is. Not only is she an awesome mind, if she's an awesome talent, but she's got an awesome body. And she practices the triangle mentality she was just telling us about. Focus.
Okay. Focus, language, physiology.
Physiology. So the physiology part is what I want her to share with us, so I can learn how to do some of her moves. So come on.
So physiology, something we did before was breathing. Just fill your belly with air and exhale. And when you inhale love, light, happiness, delight. And exhale, like black smoke or gray smoke. Anything that does not serve you today, you just exhale it.
Eject it.
Yeah. Release it. Let it go.
Gone.
Physiology. This is the physiology of somebody angry and sad and upset, for example. This is the physiology. This is the physiology. This is the physiology. So when you go to Cesar Millan actually did an experiment where he took a skittish dog that always had the tail between its leg. And what he did, he just tied a rope to the end of the tail, so the dog had to like have his tail up all the time.
So he had to like...
Yeah, he had to be like that. And the dog stopped being skittish just by changing its physiology. Now, we're different than dogs, but in that sense, our physiology does affect us.
I completely get that.
So, shoulders back and head up, and then for the ladies out there, just little hip circles. Bend your knees, relax your knees, hip circles. And kind of like touching your body and just sending love everywhere. Touching your hand, touching in the privacy of your home, every place that you feel comfortable touching, and that's everywhere. Should be everywhere, because you should embrace every part of yourself. And when you embrace it, even if you feel an imperfection, it's gonna get better, it's gonna feel better, and you're gonna be more complete with it. You're gonna feel better with it. So that's the physiology. Another thing you can do is just go and do some push-ups. Do you want me to do it here?
Well, I don't think the camera can
the camera
get you on the
cannot
floor. Can the camera get her on the floor? Yes.
Okay.
Come on. Yay!
Push-ups. Let's do it. Okay.
Woo!
Can you see me?
Look at that. Can you see her? Yes, you can see you. Orion. She's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I can keep on
6,
going and
7. Okay, that's
I
it.
got enough for
Yay!
Push-ups.
Congratulations.
Squats.
Squats are
Jumps. Dances. So if you're like, the men can take it more squats and push-ups and being in their masculine core, and the women can take it more into the feminine, relaxing, dancing, feeling great, loving themselves kind of feel.
I love it.
Yes. I feel great already. How about you? How about you?
I feel good too. Thank you, Orion. That was so much fun. Wow, that was a lot of fun.
So it's not about just talking, thinking. It's also about doing. You gotta take action. That's really important. You gotta take action.
Okay, so now that we're not properly lined up, because
Am I?
we took away all of it. Yes, you are. Now
We're
you're probably
course
lined up.
correcting right now.
You were course correcting right now.
Yeah, going back to the
Exactly.
serious coach.
So this has been fun. This has been fun. So tell our listeners how what kind of programs you have. What can we?
Well,
How
I
can
do two things. I do coaching,
Okay.
one-on-one, where I work with the person, help them with soul shedding and body shedding.
I love that body shedding.
Releasing. I mean, I use some NLP and hypnosis in my coaching as well.
That's good stuff.
As well as like give them the basic understanding of fitness, nutrition. I go deep with what they need to do, and it's also very customized because everybody's very different.
Right.
So the most important thing for me is to listen to my client, really listen, really know what they need, and then give them what they need. So they can transform their lives. And what happens with my clients, it's really beautiful because they transform their lives, and then all of a sudden the mom goes on a diet, and the kids stop eating sugar, as much sugar, and like the whole family, the whole lineage changes. Because when you change your life, guess what? You affect everyone around you. Sometimes we look for other people to change how we feel, but when we change ourselves, we affect everybody around us.
Such a good way to be the leader, to be the person that is leading the change, is really driving the change. And if we're not in our mindset, if it doesn't start, like you said, in the transferring the mind and transforming the thoughts, you know, those thoughts have to be positive thoughts about what you do and how you look, and telling yourself you love yourself. Have you ever done that? We learned that today.
Yeah.
It's difficult to say, I love me.
Yeah, and even for men too, you know, it's both men and women, we have our insecurities and we have our bad days, and
yeah, we do.
It's good to elevate yourself every day.
Yeah.
Another program I have that I just launched, it's called Vibrant Body Bootcamp.
Vibrant Body Bootcamp. Ooh. Tell me about that. Tell me about Vibrant Body Bootcamp.
Yeah, and that's a program for women only. It's like a women's circle. We meet once a week on a webinar, and every webinar has a lot of content about fitness, nutrition, and mindset. So in 7 weeks, they will have the tools and can transform their body and their life.
Cool.
And this is something that stays with them forever and ever and ever and ever. And they keep using it.
That is way too cool.
Yeah, and there was also like a portion of Q&A, so and a coaching call.
That's cool.
Yeah, so
Very
it's personal and in a group. So what's lovely about a group is it creates a small community of women that are accountable for one another.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's so awesome to be accountable for each other. That makes a lot of sense.
So,
so before we actually sign off, we're going to take just a quick break because I'm going to come back and I'm going to summarize what I've been making a lot of notes because this is someone you want to work with. So we'll be right back. We're going to summarize what we talked about today with Orion and how are you communicating with your body. This is Diana Price, and you're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Catherine Arnold, and I am an entertainment expert and consultant. And I just finished my interview with Diana Price of Spicy Business Talk with Diana, which was fantastic. And my experience with Diana was great. And I think one of the best things about it is Diana is very fluid and she's very positive, and she really inspired me to be very comfortable here in the studio. As you can see, it's not only radio, but we're on camera. And I had a great time. And the conversation went from business experience to personal growth experience, because as we were talking about, personal growth is so important as a business person, especially as an entrepreneur. And Diana's breadth of knowledge about the entertainment industry and about being an expert witness was evident. She'd done her homework and she had done her research, and her crew here was fantastic. And overall, I had a really great time. And if you want to check out more about what Diana does, I think you should check out her show and also go to her website, because she is just phenomenal. We've become fast friends, and I look forward to coming back and doing another show on Spicy Talk Radio. And again, my name is Catherine Arnold. I am an award-winning producer and director, and my website is theentertainmentexpert.com. Thank you very much.
We have this thing going on today, but it's a lot of fun. Welcome back. This is Diana Price, and you're listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. And I've been just having the blast of my life with my dear friend Orion Talmay, who is a transformational guru. You know, she's so authentic, and to sit here and talk with her and just see how she shares and benefits and provides solutions to people is so, it's just awesome. I don't have the words to say. So I'm going to attempt to summarize what she said today, and then we're going to bring her back and we're going to find out how we can continue to work with Orion. So these are ways from Orion that we can communicate with our body. How can we communicate with our bodies? Transform yourself by transforming your physical being. That was the first thing she said. And then train yourself to like yourself. Listen, this is cool. Listen to the light inside of you. Never let that light die. I don't know if I said that or you said that, but I wrote that down when you said it. Never let that light die. Orion went on a date with destiny. So with that date from destiny, she came up with, you must have polarity. You have to have balance in between the positive, the negatives, the male and the female tendencies. Have always a safe, supportive place to run to. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Just learn. And she says, tell yourself, I love you, I love you, I love you. That's the hardest part. Tell yourself, I love you, regardless if you've done good, if you've done bad, and see yourself in the future. See yourself in the future, regardless of how you think your future will be, and focus on what you want your future to look like. Have that vision board in your mind. Change what you say to yourself and change what you say to others. That's when she started talking about the triangle. The triangle. Now, the triangle is focus, your language, and your physiology. And then she started directing and showing and putting an example together and actually show how she moves her flawless body and how we should all be able to do the same thing and touch ourselves and really understand who we are and what our bodies mean to us. Visualize and have a vision board, I think she said, have a vision board. And then she says 97% of what we're doing is course correcting. We're course correcting 97% of the time. So life is about a correction. It's not a failure. And then she talked about her Vibrant Boot Camp. Now I'm going to bring her back on because I want to tell her how we can get in her Vibrant Boot Camp and how we can work with her. I know that Orion, what's your email? Orion at orionsmethod.com? Yes.
Yes.
Orion at orionsmethod.com. That's how we reach her. So I think I summarized.
Yeah, and also if they will email me, Orion at orionsmethod.com with their name, and maybe they can just write something they want to achieve, whether it's in their body or in their life. That will be just sweet for me to see what they want. Perfect. And I can send them, everybody that will email today will get my ebook. It's about nutrition and mindset. Awesome. So that will give them like tons of like. Great. It's actually a summary of many books, because people can get really confused with the whole nutrition thing. So this is just like, that's what you got to do, and if you're gonna follow that, you're gonna have the body of your dream and the life of your dream.
I love it.
Short summary of very fast.
Very awesome. We have had the best time with Orion today. So remember, you email Orion at Orion at orionsmethod.com. Orion at orionsmethod.com. And in the subject line, make sure you put that you saw Orion on Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio, and also put down what
goal.
What your goal is.
Your name and a goal.
Yeah. So put your name and a goal, and Orion will get back to you, and you'll be transformed. Just like
I'll send you the ebook.
And you get an ebook. So Orion, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored. Thank you. You're amazing.
You are too.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah, thank you so much. Isn't it awesome to have great people in your life? So you go back and you look to see who those 5 people, the closest people in your life are, And if they're the right ones, keep them. If they're not, start to eject and reset. You are listening to Diana's Spicy Business Talk Radio. We'll see you next week. Have a wonderful week.